Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Sag, I hope that you're doing well. This is your 2026 overview forecast reading. I hope that your year has gotten off to a very beautiful start. I am feeling a little bit under the weather, so you might hear some hoarseness in my voice, so I apologize in advance for that. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one is going to be from the Soul Coaching Oracle deck for the overall energy, and for the tarot portion of your reading, the Artist Decoded Tarot. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What messages do you have for Sagittarius, please? Angel, spirits, guides, messages do you have for Sagittarius? Beautiful energy. Number 21, which corresponds to the World card of the Major Arcana. The World card talks about chapters closing and new chapters beginning. It's almost a perfect card to get for a yearly forecast reading because it shows me that you're well aware of what you're leaving behind in 2025 or for 2025 and embracing what is to come for the next year. And the word is flow. So it's really beautiful. Spirit is showing me the Temperance card, which is the Sagittarius card in the Major Arcana of the Tarot. It has that character, that archangel in that card. I'm just going to show it to you. Just so we don't have to describe it when I can just show it to you. The Temperance card talks about patience. It talks about a process of transmutation, transforming something from one state of being to another state of being. This is the number 14 of the Major Arcana. Spirit is showing me your card because they wanted me to show you how similar, there's so much synchronicity, I believe. Sun coming up over the horizon, the water here. This idea of transmutation, turning base metals into gold, turning pain into power. Even this feels very synchronous too. There is something to be said about patience for Sagittarius in the upcoming year. And if we even have to mention the word patience, then it kind of suggests that patience is what's going to be required, because there may be a little bit of a test of that patience, your resolve. Kind of Spirit is showing me a little bit of a, there's going to be something that you are going to have to confront. It's always for your best and highest good. But they're showing me that confrontation. And it might test you. I think you're going to pass that test. Why? Because instead of kind of acting like a battering ram up against a wall, you're going to be like water. And you're going to flow through the cracks. You're going to flow along the surfaces. I do feel like this has to do with your emotional state. You are a fire sign, but Spirit is telling me to embrace your emotional state. Be in touch with how it is that you're feeling at any given time. Instead of being like that battering ram, it's almost be like a monk. It's kind of like a constant checking in with yourself when you come up against something that confronts you. Check in with yourself in that moment. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to take 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. I am not taking any reversals, all uprights only. The first 2 cards I'm going to show you are going to be what Sagittarius is releasing. The second 2 cards will be what you're welcoming in 2026. And the third set of cards will be what it is that you're embracing as advice from Spirit. This is for Sagittarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is for Sagittarius. 2 more, please. Thank you. Wow. Yeah. Beautiful. So, what is it that you're releasing? 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is a great thing to release, in my opinion, because I look at the 4 of Cups as a card that talks about apathy, boredom, complacency. It's like, yeah, we have 4 cups. So what? Big deal. It's something that the sentiment that I'm getting from this card, it's not what necessarily this card means, but the sentiment that I'm getting from the card is, so what? Big deal. Who cares? And question mark. There's a little bit of attitude, I gotta tell you, Sagittarius. It's what you're leaving behind. Maybe there was something that was taken for granted, and you're not going to be in that space anymore. Four of Cups also talks about the things that we cannot see, the blessings that we cannot see, even though they may be handed to us. At the time that they're handed to us, we may not see it as a blessing. And those kinds of blessings are the difficult ones. It's not, like a cake on a silver platter celebrating you. It might be a karmic lesson that is the blessing, that teaches us something that is so vital to our progress and our growth. Sometimes that we only until the transmutation of that energy later on down the line can we understand how it was a blessing in the first place. Those are the tough lessons. Ace of Swords to clarify it. Aces bring new from Spirit. This really feels like Queen of Hearts energy. Now I hear that song playing with the Queen of Hearts. I don't actually know the words to that song. I just hear the playing with the Queen of Hearts, like that. I just hear that song. I think it's from the 80s. That's what I have to do to keep me away from you. Not sure what that energy is. Feels a little spiteful, to be honest. Ace of Swords is this epiphany moment. It's a realization of something. There could have been something here in 2025 or even earlier that you realized, and it was a breakthrough. Maybe you realized that you've been sitting in the dark too long. I see 2 people here. It's almost as if somebody pointed something out to you. One moment. Sorry, Sag, I had a little bit of a coughing fit there, so I didn't want to put that on camera. But what I was saying was, that there could have been someone here that had a tough love conversation. It's almost like I see this as you and this is someone else, kind of not telling you what to do or anything, but just having a kind of heart-to-heart moment with you. Kind of like, Sagittarius, come from out of the shadows, come from out of the darkness. You're too bright of a soul to be in that space. And it could have caused an epiphany moment in you. It's just like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I have been a little complacent. Remember, this is what you're releasing. You're releasing this. This is not meant to, kind of point a finger at you, Sag. I'm a Sag rising, so I take this to heart. Can I have a clarifier for the Four of Cups? What is it that's been revealed to us? The King of Pentacles, our personal power. How much we have going for us, how abundant we are. And it's not just talking about like what's in your bank account, although it could be. It's not just talking about that. It's, I just came back from a 2.5-week vacation, which I'm so grateful for. I went to another country, and it was just a life-changing experience. When I came back, I got this little cold. I haven't been sick, and I'm not exaggerating when I say I haven't been sick in 3 years. I just try to take care of myself, and I'm not even that sick right now. But having a little bit of the sniffles, having a little bit of a sore throat, it's inconvenient. You just don't feel, your bones ache. And then you just like realize sometimes you take your health for granted. I never took it for granted, but I'm even more appreciative of good health in the moments when I don't feel well, right? That's what I'm saying to you, that the King of Pentacles is here to remind you, or Spirit's here to remind you of your abundance in whatever form that takes. And you saw it clearly, right? You're embracing that now. In the area of what we're welcoming, another court card, Queen of Swords. Another kind of personal power, only this time it has to do with ideas, concepts, the truth, information. How is it how is it that we look at the world with very discerning eyes? It's almost as if you see things differently. You're more shrewd. A Spirit just said, more shrewd with how you spend your time, who you spend your time with, what you focus on, what matters to you. You're much more discerning, I think, now, and you're moving into 2026 very determined not to waste any time, right? This is also, it's like kind of wrapped up with Saturn, father time, the idea of patience. Yes, we can still go with the flow, but it doesn't mean that we're going to just accept any old thing. We're going to see where the road takes us, but at the same time, we're not going to stay in places that don't feel right. It's clarified by the best card in the deck. This is what you're welcoming in for 2026, the Sun. Abundance, clarity, life-giving energy, illumination. It's the best card in tarot because it allows us a sense of personal freedom. It's coming up over the horizon for you, right? The sun portrayed in all three of these cards. A lot of clarity coming in, especially with these two, Queen of Swords and Ace of Swords. A lot of clarity. It's almost like, okay, well, now I see somebody kind of getting down on themselves because they didn't see something sooner. Don't do that to yourself. You were supposed to see something in its own time. Like, if you start looking back and saying, you know, I should have recognized it sooner, you're gonna drive yourself mad. That's not what this is about. This is not Spirit chiding you. If anything, it's Spirit kind of applauding you for saying you've reached a new up-leveling. You've come to this place now where you are more confident in your decision making. You're more confident in your ability to reason, to strategize, and you're running with it. You're not letting anything stop you. Can I get a clarifier for the Sun card, please? Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, that's two queens. Queen and King of Pentacles. This could be talking about a divine partnership, a divine union. We have the divine masculine and feminine of the Pentacles represented here. Queen of Pentacles is beautiful, lush, abundant. She's very generous too. Key word, generous. It's almost as if Spirit is giving you the power of the light, and in return you're shining, you're casting that light upon the world, upon the land, upon others. It could be your inner light. And I know that sounds like very kind of woo-woo, but it's like, how do I put this without sounding like a complete a-hole? People notice when you're gone. The reason people notice when you're gone is because you shine this magnificent light. When that light is missing, they can feel it. Maybe you can't recognize it because you are the light. It comes from you, so you're just like, I'm being myself. What's the big deal? Well, your absence makes it a big deal. You're a lot more powerful than you think you are. You have a lot more reach than you think you do. And I think that Spirit is asking you to recognize it and be generous where appropriate. You still are going to be discerning, though. I mean, Sagittarians are, what are they known for, right? Being really curt, really blunt. You're still not going to take any BS, that's for sure. That's not what we're talking about here. I think it's just an embracing of the fact that you're special, and Spirit wants you to accept that about yourself. Might seem a little strange at first. When you accept your beauty and your loving heart and your kindness and your power, you're not taking anything away from anybody else. You're just accepting it about yourself. What do we end the reading with? Advice from Spirit and what we're embracing. I certainly hope so. Number 1 of the major arcana, the Magician. clarified by the Queen of Wands. That's 3 queens in your reading. 1 more queen and you're an empress. This is unstoppable energy. The Magician is the power of all 4 suits of the tarot. Wielding all 4 suits, the Master Manifester. Spirit is telling you that you can have whatever it is that you want in 2026. But in order for you to get that, you have to embrace the fact that you are the Queen of Wands, that you are the Queen of Pentacles, that you are the Queen of Swords. You have to embrace the fact that when you tap into your divine feminine power, the power of receptivity, the power of belief in oneself, and a deservingness, when you tap into that power, you can have anything that you want. Because Spirit knows that you'll use it for good. Because remember, whatever it is that you're absorbing and you're taking in will just kind of recycle out of you and onto the world. It's almost like the more abundant I am, the more abundant you will be. So pray for your abundance. You're not taking anything away from anybody else. I feel somebody feels guilty about this. There's somebody out there that feels like weird guilt about it. No, don't do that. Because don't tell me that you haven't paid your dues. Because you have. You've been transmuting pain into power this whole time. Now it's your time to embrace it. Embrace the energy that is like, now I'm seeing kind of like water used as like a mechanism of energy, like a water wheel, like hydroelectricity. I don't know, I'm seeing that in my mind right now. It's like you stored up all of that energy in order for you to shine your light. So it's almost like make it a good thing that you manifest. Make it something real good. The better, the bigger, the better. The bigger, the better, because it's just going to turn around and benefit everyone in your life, in addition to yourself. Even if it's just like emotionally. Have you ever been around somebody that's just like a real Debbie Downer? It's like they suck all the energy out of the room. And conversely, being around somebody who's literally like a light in the darkness, they're like a tonic. And Spirit is asking you, which one are you going to be in 2026? I dare say the light. I see it right here in your reading. That's your reading, Sagittarius. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Sag.